National forests and parks are feeling the effects of the remnants of Hurricane Helene. Many trail systems across the state are currently impassable.
And while the weather looks to be nice for this weekend and the coming days, there are a few things you need to know before you plan a hiking trip. WKYT's Grayson Passmore has those recommendations. Our top story at 11.
We know Kentucky felt the remnants of Hurricane Helene, but what crews still don't know is the full extent of the damage done to the Daniel Boone National Forest.
If anybody is going out on the forest, expect to run across blowdowns that you're going to have to navigate through across the trails. There may also be some eroded areas from excessive rain.
Tim Ealing says crews start by clearing trees on buildings or structures, and then trees across roadways. That's before they even get to clearing trails, which they haven't been able to yet.
There may be what we call widowmakers, which are like branches that are broken off at the top of trees. And it's really important to look up before you park your car, before you camp, break for lunch, whatever, because there may be broken branches or broken tops of trees that are right above you.
October is the start of busy season at the forest. Ealing expects they'll have even more visitors this year, as forests farther south are more heavily damaged.
And just be prepared that there may be places you really can't get to, there may be too many trees down, and be flexible with your plans.
Rockbridge Road and the Coomer Ridge Campground are currently closed at the Red River Gorge. And over at the Cumberland Gap National Historic Park, they have so many downed trees along trails, they don't recommend hiking at all.
But most of it so far has been on roads and I'm sure on trails.
At the Gorge, Grayson Passmore, WKYT.
And another reminder, fall forest fire season officially started this month, and you're being asked to be very careful with campfires and to remember there is no debris burning allowed between 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. until December 15th. Now, if you are looking to help those impacted by Helene in North Carolina and Tennessee, Appalachian Regional Healthcare is collecting supplies through next Friday. They're asking for items like canned food, water, baby formula, and cleaning supplies. They are not accepting clothing for now. You can drop off donations from 8 to 5 at any ARH hospital or the ARH System Center in Lexington off Winchester Road.